Namaste children. Today we are going to discuss 7th question from exercise 13.2. A solid consisting of a right circular cone of height 120 cm and radius 60 cm standing on a hemisphere of radius 60 cm is placed upright in a right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom. Find the volume of the water left in the cylinder if the radius of the cylinder is 60 centimeter and height is 180 centimeter. You see here the diagram you are seeing. This is a cone is standing on a hemisphere which the height of the cone is 120 centimeter and radius of cone and hemisphere both are 60 centimeter. That is upright. They reversed and they kept in the cylinder which is full of water. The height of the cylinder is 180 centimeter and the radius of the cylinder is 60 centimeter. Find the water left over in the cylinder after placing it. The upright of cone which is kept in the after keeping in the cylinder. Yeah, here you are seeing the figure after keeping upright. Let us see what volume, how much water is left over in the cylinder. So here cone and hemisphere, they're upright and they kept in the cylindrical part which is filled with the water. This is filled with water and we know that these are all. This is filled, not this part. This what cylinder is filled with water. How much water left over after keeping this upright of the cone or this part. Okay. So height of the cylinder, these all the measures are given, which is nothing but how to find out how much water left over in that. So volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid will give you the volume of the water left over in the cylindrical part. So first we'll find out this part, cone radius R is equals to 60 centimeter, height H is equals to 120 centimeter. Then similarly we write first the given thing for a hemisphere. What is for hemisphere? Radius is given. R is equals to 60 centimeter. You see hemisphere and cone, they both have same radius. So volume of the solid. Volume of the solid is equals to volume of the solid. When we are finding, what we do, we first find volume of the cone plus volume of hemisphere. So volume of the cone plus volume of the hemisphere. Volume of the cone formula we know 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi r square h plus volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r square h. In this you observe it, pi common, 1 by 3 volume is, volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. I am very sorry. 2 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube and this is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Here 1 by 3. So pi value we take out common. In this, if you take out pi value common and as well as r value, radius is also common, so r square we are taking. As the radii is common, if radii is not, the value is not same, here the radius of hemisphere and radius of cone both are same. That's why we are taking directly common. If they are different, then you need to calculate the value of it separately and the value of it separately. As the values are same radii, we are taking out common. That you have to keep in the mind. Pi r square we took outside. Then here left over 1 by 3h plus. Then here left over 2 by 3. As r cube is there, r square we took outside. So 1r will be left over. So which is equals to now 22 by 7 into r square. Radius is 60 into 60 into bracket 1 by 3 into the height of the cone. which is nothing but 120 plus 2 by 3 into radius of the, that is hemisphere, is 60. They both are same as we know. Now you see here 1 by 3 into 20. 3 ones are 340. 3 ones are 340 are. 3 ones are 320 are. What is left over inside the bracket? 40 plus 20. 40 plus 20. Observe it carefully. 40 plus 20 is left over. So which is equals to 22 by 7 into, next part I am writing here, 22 by 7 into 60 into 60 into 60. Observe it. How many 60s we have? 22 by 7, 60 into 60, here 40 into 40 plus 20, 40 plus 20. So 60 into 60, 3600 into 40 plus 20, which is nothing but 60 centimeter cube. So we can write 22 by 7 into 30 into 6, 36 into, observe it, 36 into 6, 2000, 6 6 are 36, 2 3 are 6 plus 6 6 are 36, 6 6 are 36 plus 6 3 are 18. So 216 we get answer, and 3 zeros centimeter cube. Let it be like this only. This is volume of the solid. Volume of solid is equals to 22 by 7 into 216,000 centimeter cube. This is volume of the solid. We got volume of the solid. Now we are writing for cylindrical part. Now cylinder. Now for cylinder, you see, radius we know. Cylinder radius, how much? Radius R is equals to 60 centimeter, and height which is equals to H is equals to 180 centimeter. Volume of the cylinder, is equals to pi r square H. Now volume is equals to 22 by 7 into r square, radius is 60 into 60 into the height is 180, centimeter cube. 180 centimeter cube. You observe it clearly here. 60 into 60 into 60 into 180 centimeter cube. So here you can write this part. I am just making into another simplest form. 22 by 7 into 60 into 60 into, what I am doing, 180 I am writing as 60 into 3 centimeter cube by 63s are 180. You see here, look at the, observe it carefully, observe it, 60 into 60 into 60. Clear? So here in the previous question what we got? Pi r square H, 60 into 60 into 6 6 are 36, 36 into 6 216, and 3 zeros left over, so 22 by 7, like that we wrote. Similarly here also we get the same answer, that is 22 by 7 into 2,16,000 into 3 centimeter cube. This is volume of cylinder. Volume of means water in that. Volume of cylinder is equals to this much. 22 by 7 into 216,000 into 2,16,000 into 3 centimeter cube. Why you no need to multiply, as we need to subtract, the terms are same. Now what volume of the water left over in the cylinder? Volume of water left in the cylinder. Volume of water left in the cylinder is equals to volume of cylinder, volume of cylinder minus volume of the solid, volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid. What is volume of the cylinder? Here we have 22 by 7, observe it, 22 by 7 into 216000 into 3 minus 22 by 7 into 216,000. This is the subtraction you have to do. So first you copy this part. Volume of the water left over in the cylinder is volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid, which is equals to, this is centimeter cube. So this you have to subtract. You see in both the places the terms which are common take out so that the calculation part will be easy. We'll do that side. First copy this part. Yeah, now see the calculation part. Here 22 by 7 into 2,16,000 into 3 minus 22 by 7 into 2,16,000 centimeter cube. Volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid when we are subtracting to find out volume of the water left over in the cylindrical part. So when you simplify that part, this volume of the cylinder will give you this much. And volume of the upright, the solid, is this much. When you subtract, because they are like fractions, subtraction, this volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid will give you here 79 lakhs 20,000 by 7 centimeter cube. That we converted into decimal, so we got this answer. When we convert this into centimeter cube, but we convert the answer as it is too big. The volume we are converting into 1 meter, like meters cube. So here units tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, 10 lakh. Observe it. Units tens, 1,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakhs. That is, what is 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. So meter cube means 100 into 100 into 100. So 100 into 100 into 100, which will give you this centimeter cube is equals to 1 meter cube. This we are converting into, so converting into meter cube. Now this we are converting 1,131,428.5742 by 1,000,000, 6 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 6 meter cube. Now you convert this in the decimal form as 6 zeros are there. Observe it. 6 zeros are there. The decimal point will move towards left 6 digit. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Observe it. It moves towards this side. So it becomes, when you convert into decimal, the answer will become as 1 point. So 1 point, when you convert this, 1.131 approximately. We are taking 131. Look at this, 1.131,428,5742 centimeter cube, but we are taking approximately 1.131 approximately. This is meter cube. How much? 1.131 meter cube of water left over in the cylindrical part. So we are finding first volume of the solid, then volume of the cylinder. This here solid means cone plus hemisphere. Then subtraction of both the volumes we are obtaining and converting the volume into meter cube. I hope you understood. Is it clear? Here I am writing the answer approximately. If it is not visible, then I will write here 1.131 meter cube approximately. approximate value. Yes. So till now we have discussed about the volumes of solids, the combination of two or more solids like hemispherical ends are stick to the cylindrical part, or upright, that is a cone is standing on a hemisphere. Yes. These are all the topics we have discussed. Now conversion of solid from one shape to the other. Conversion of solid from one shape to the other. See, when you are conversion of solid, like if you light a candle, what it does? It melts and it gives the candle, which is in a cylindrical part or whatever the shape, it melts, and after burning it forms the leftover, that liquid form the other shape. So candle is converting when you are burning, when you are melting, it is forming into the other shape. So that is conversion of solid from one shape to the other. In this even we have different types of things. Like water is there in a cylindrical part. See, this is cylindrical part. Water is there in the cylindrical part. In this, so this cylindrical part, whatever, it is full of water. Now you are pouring into a cuboidal boxes. Like this, if you pour into cuboidal boxes, the cylinder is having full of water. This is cylindrical shape, and this is a cuboidal box. You see, cuboidal box. So you are pouring into this like this. How many cuboidal boxes are required to empty this glass? How many cuboidal boxes are required to empty this glass? So volume of this cylinder and volume of the cuboid, one cuboid you will find out. Then if you divide, then you will be obtaining how many cuboidal boxes are required to make it empty. This is one type of question. Next, another one we will be having like conversion. No, in the conversion only means we are converting how many glasses are required, how many cuboidal boxes, or how many small tins are required, like this. Now this is a cuboidal box. You observe it. This is a cuboidal box. This cuboidal box melted. Think this is a solid. It's a box, but now we are assuming that it is a solid shape. So this we are melting and forming into some other cuboids, some other small cuboids. You see here, this is a big cuboid and we are converting into small cuboids. How many cuboids can be made? With this bigger cuboid. So conversion, volume of this cuboid, then volume of this cuboid, then if you divide, you get the number of cuboids we get. This is a solid. So bigger cuboid and smaller cuboid. And similarly, sometimes we'll be asking cylinder to cuboid. This is cylinder, solid cylinder to cuboid. How many we can? So volume of the cylinder is equals to volume of one cuboid, which is bigger. The volume of the bigger one should be divided by volume of the smaller one. Then you will be obtaining the number of objects which we are required. This is one way, one type of questions. And another way is we have still conversion of sphere. See here, this is a solid. It's a ball, but think this is a solid shape, solid sphere, which we melt. This is melted and recasted into a small cylinders. This is melted and small spheres, melted and converted into small spheres. How many small spheres we obtain? That means volume of this is equals volume of this we have to find out. Then volume of the smaller sphere we have to find out. Divide volume of the bigger sphere divided by volume of the sphere smaller one. Then you obtain number of smaller spheres, how many we can make. The measures will be given, radius of this sphere and radius of the smaller one. Similarly, you see here it makes the difference now. Here this is somewhat bigger than the previous one. So how many small spheres, somewhat the spheres can be made. So volume of this divided by volume of this sphere, then you will be obtaining number of the spheres which we can. Sometimes they will be asking from the sphere how many cuboids can be made, how many cubes can be made. So volume of this divided by volume of the given other solid shape. Then you will be obtaining required objects how many we can convert. That is the conversion of solid from one shape to the other shape. From one shape to the other shape. I hope it is clear to you what way we are converting. Let us discuss. Let us discuss now exercise 13.3. Now let us see, just now I explained conversion, how many we get, the volume of the smaller one, these all the things. Now from one solid to exactly one solid to exactly another solid, like a cuboid and cylinder. Observe it, cuboid and cylinder. Before explanation I gave how many we can convert into smaller one. How many we can convert into smaller one, that is one type. Now here one shape to the other shape. This is a solid cylindrical shape and this is solid cuboid. So volume of this cuboid and this cylinder solid, they melted and recast, they form into cuboid. What is height of the cuboid or what is breadth of the cuboid? Sometimes they may be asking the questions. Means volume of the solid cylinder is equals to volume of the cuboid. Volume of the solid cylinder is equals to volume of the cuboid. Are you following? Volume of the solid cylinder is equals to volume of the cuboid. Similarly, they may ask conversion of a sphere to, see here, this is a sphere, conversion, volume of the sphere is converted into cylindrical part. The sphere may radius is given and cylinder radius also given. Convert this solid sphere melted and recast, they converted into solid cylinder. What is the height of the cylinder? Means volume of the cylinder is equals to volume of this hemisphere is volume of the sphere is equals to volume of this cylinder. Volume of the sphere is equals to volume of the cylinder. Then you will find out the height. So you have to equate, in that situation you have to equate their volumes. You have to equate both the volumes, then you will obtain the required measures. Now let us see the question number 1 from exercise 13.3. A metallic sphere of radius 4.2 cm is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 cm. Find the height of the cylinder. You have to find out the height of the cylinder. Look at this. So what is given? Radius of sphere. Radius of the sphere. R is equals to 4.2 centimeter. Radius of the sphere is given. So volume of the sphere. Volume of the sphere, which is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube. This they are converting. Sphere, they are converting. This is the sphere of radius 4.2 centimeter. They are converting into the cylindrical shape which having some radius is given and you have to find out the height. This is recasting. From here to here they are melting and they are forming cylindrical shape where the radius is given as 6 centimeter. You have to find out the height, how much height it can be. This is the height. H value is what? That we have to find out. So volume of the sphere is equals to volume of the sphere is equals to volume of the cylinder. Volume of sphere is equals to volume of cylinder. Are you following? Volume of the sphere is equals to volume of the cylinder. So volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is equals to 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r cube. 4.2 into 4.2 into 4.2 centimeter cube. Let it be. Do not simplify this value as we are equating. So that sometimes the terms you may get cancelled. This is volume of the sphere. Now cylinder. Cylinder. What is cylinder? A radius is given. Cylinder, a radius. R is equals to 6 centimeter. Height. H is equals to question mark. Volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder is equals to pi r square H. Pi r square H. So which is equals to now 22 by 7 into radius is 6 into 6 into h centimeter cube. We need to find out its height. So volume of the sphere is equals to volume of the cylinder. Now volume of sphere is equals to volume of cylinder. Volume of sphere is equals to volume of cylinder. Volume of sphere is equals to volume of cylinder. Now if you equate those values, look at this. So volume of the sphere we have 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 4.2. I am writing as 42 by 10 into. I am writing this as 42 by 10 into. I am writing this as 42 by 10 is equals to, this side you see, 22 by 7 into 6 into 6, 6 into 6 into h. See, as we know the calculation part, equation consists equal sign between the equation, equal sign. If the values are same, then we can cancel the values 22 by 7 and 22 by 7, 22 by 7 and 22 by 7. Now you see this side what we have, 4 by 3 into 1, 22 ones, 22 ones. Okay, 1 by 7, 4 into 1, 4 ones are 4, 3 sevens are you following? 22 by 7, 22 by 7 cancel. Completely it is cancelled na. 22 by 7, 22 by 7. 4 by 3 into 42 by 10 into 42 by 10 into 42 by 10 is equals to 6 6 are 36, 36 into h. Now you transpose 36 this side, it divides. So 4 by 3 into 42 by 10 into 42 by 10 into 42 by 10. This 36 when you transpose this side, reciprocal, that is 1 by 36 is equals to h. Now you see here 6 table, 6 sevens are 42, 6 6 are 36. Next 6 ones are 6, 6 sevens are over 42. Next here 3 table, 3 ones are 3, 14s are 42. What do we have in the numerator? 4 into 14 into 7 into 7. So 4 into 14, 14 fours are 56, 56 into 9, 56 into 9. So we have 56 into 9 divided for, 56 into 7 sevens are 49. So 49 by, this is 10 into 10 into 10, which will give you 1000. 10 tens are 100, 100 into 10. That is height we are going to find centimeters. So if you multiply 46 into 59, you will be obtaining the answer as 2744. So 2744 divided by 1000. 2744 is the answer when you multiply with this 14. 3 table, 3 ones are, 3 fours are. So 7 sevens are 49, 49 into 56, 14 fours are 56. You will be obtaining 2744 by 1000, which the value is approximately, this is 2.744 centimeter. Therefore, the height of the cylinder, height of the cylinder is equals to 2.744 centimeter. Approximately we can write as 2.7 centimeter. We are recasting, converting sphere into cylinder. Same, when you are converting into different forms, how many cubes are required, then you have to divide. But when we are converting from one solid to the other solid, the volume of the object is equals to volume of this object. Is it clear? Right. So I hope you understood. When they are converting from one solid to exactly another solid, volume of this object is equals to volume of this another object. When they are converting a bigger volume, bigger sphere into smaller sphere or a smaller cube, or pouring or ice cream from a big cylindrical pot to their supplying to the conical shapes, then you have to divide volume of the bigger divided by volume of the smaller one, then you will be getting number of objects required. So I hope you understood today's discussion. Then here we have some homework questions. Exercise 13.3, question number 2, 5 and 7. We'll meet again with the leftover questions in the next session. Thank you.